Lots to get excited about today. I'll start with National Signing Day. We have received, got back, now legal, to talk about our two signees that we're extremely thrilled about. Matt Shrigley, a local product, La Costa Canyon. We've recruited him since he's been a freshman in high school. He's very skilled, very athletic, will fit how we play, can play multiple positions, very good student, outstanding young man, and an exceptional basketball player. So we're thrilled to have Matt recruited by all sorts of people. His father played at Boston College, and we had Pac-10 teams, we had Big East teams, we had Big Ten teams that all recruited him, and he opted to commit to us in the summer. Got his signature today. Very, very good recruit for the Aztecs. Skylar Spencer fills a tremendous need. Big, 6'9", left-hander, high motor from Price High School in Los Angeles. Also an exceptional athlete. Also someone who was highly regarded across the country, recruited by multiple Pac-10 teams, an exceptional student, an outstanding young man. He also will bring an ingredient of winning and skill level that will help continue the progress that we've made. So good first step in the recruiting process to add to what we've got. So we're thrilled about the addition of our two new recruits who will be with us a year from now. We are also very excited about the start of our season on Friday. We have back-to-back games, starting with Bryant on Friday, and this will be a good test for us to see how we can prepare on a short turnaround for 3 straight games. And I'm anxious to see if we can take what we've done so far and take a step forward as the quality of competition starts to heat up. So this will be an interesting 3-game set for us. This is going to be probably, from my perspective, the one and only time that we think about last year. Whether we view it as championship replay, championship season, we're going to celebrate some of the things that were accomplished last year, starting with the raising of 3 banners on Friday. They will have a presentation to me, and then we will have Kawhi getting presented with his All-American plaque plus framed jersey. So this is a celebratory weekend in some regard, so I'm hopeful that our fans will get here early and reminisce a little bit before that opening tip on the great accomplishments from the team from a year ago, as we will celebrate in a fashion in all 3 games. Any questions?
Coach, what do you know about Bryant University? I'm assuming you never played them.
You know what? I don't know a whole lot. This is Dutcher's scout. I've watched a couple of tapes on them in scrimmages. I do think that they will present a challenge. Their big guys have the ability to step out and make open shots. So this will be a test for us. How will we defend ball screens when big screen? They have a very, very talented and skilled 3-man, who will present a matchup problem for us. 6'6", skilled, and will test us with his offensive ability. He was Freshman of the Year last season for them, and this will be a team coming in with some new faces, but with some returnees, expecting to have a good season.
There's going to be a lot of things going on when they drop those banners, but when you see them, what do you think is going to
I'm probably going to just take a moment to smile and think about the marvelous season that everybody enjoyed a year ago, coaches and players included, and this is tangible assets from that season. 34 wins, which never happens, and it happened to us. Sweet 16, we've never had that happen before, so it will be a good moment and a good memory, and one that will be here for a long, long time.
Is there any chance that you're going to have to make James Rayvon run a few extra laps for not getting Joe in the building like you got Matt in the building?
I'm sorry?
You got Joe Rayvon out there. He chooses Boston College. Do you look at James and you go, man, I got you right in his backyard. You got to help me push this guy over the finish line. You're not gonna go after him or anything, are you? You're gonna leave him alone, I hope.
We're looking forward to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, without question.
Coach, can you talk a little about Tony Bland? It'll be his first game as a coach, I guess, for the Aztecs on Friday night, and also the signing day today, what he meant to bring Spencer and Trigley.
I have great fondness for Tony Bland in so many different ways. He was one of the young people that believed in me, in us, and helped us, along with Randy Holcomb, Chris Walton, Eric Sanders, to jumpstart our program when we first got here. Tony brought a big name, and he brought winning to San Diego State, and he changed the perception, maybe more so than anyone in Los Angeles, a fertile recruiting ground. And he proved to be that and then some when he came here. He graduated, went on to play professionally, came back, got his degree, and I told him, Tony, I'll help you. I knew eventually he wanted to coach, and we're very thrilled to have him back here. He's a great ambassador of San Diego State and our basketball program, and someone that I think any parent can look to and say, I like what I see in Tony Bland.
Coach, you talk about your recruiting class as a whole, because you have the two freshmen, but you also have the two transfers, who I think you have included in that class with JJ and Dwayne. Where does this rank? Maybe is this comparable to the one you had a couple years ago when you had Kawhi and Malcolm and Chase all coming in? Is it similar to that? And how talented is this quartet of players?
We are absolutely thrilled with what our team will look like a year from now, 2011-12. We will have some great people who can play basketball to add to our on-court roster. The two guys we have sitting out are really good players. If they were eligible right now, they would both be in the rotation, both be fighting for starting opportunities. So they're good. JJ, I recruited hard before he opted for Utah, so we knew a lot about him. Same thing could be said for Dwayne Polee before he left to go to St. John's. Very athletic. You put the two of them with the two incoming players, and it's a wonderful four-person recruiting class. Hopefully, and I'll cross my fingers, we're not finished. Hopefully, we will be able to sign another in the spring. I don't think we'll sign anybody else in the early period, but hopefully we'll add to that. But I feel really good, and our fans should, with what we will bring in with next year's class.
And you say you hope to sign someone else in the spring. Is there a position you're targeting, knowing now what your makeup's going to be of 12 and 13 or 11 and 13 players for next year?
I've always recruited basketball players and never worried, you got too many guys that look alike. You find ways to have good players on the floor, and they all can coexist if they're good people. Everybody loves size, so we're all out chasing, scratching to find that big guy that can come in and help you. And yet, if you recruit quality basketball players that have a little versatility in their game, which is what we've always tried to do, you can mix and match. You can be hard to guard. You can be a team that can guard exceptionally well, and I think that's what we're looking for. So, yeah, I'd like to get a 7-footer, but I want to add people that are good players regardless of their size. We'll find a position for them.
Coach, is there any chance Jamal plays this weekend?
As I said before, my stance hasn't changed. He will not play. Jamal Franklin will not play on Friday. He's under indefinite suspension, and what happens beyond Friday is still up in the air. So I don't want to be coy. I don't want to play games, but he won't play Friday, and I have not made a decision whether he will play Saturday, whether he will play Sunday.